Okay, this is the next reason why you should join the Indian Administrative Services. It gives you influence. Have that in mind. What does it give you? It gives you influence. Now, why is influence very important? We are living in a time and age where influence is everything. Now, I will just give you an illustration. Okay. Now, one of my friends, okay, he's a little bit elderly. He's a doctor. He works among the poor people. Now, his objective is to perform free cataract operations for those people who are underprivileged. Okay, so he always used to go to the slum dwellings and find out people who have got issues with vision, and to those people who can, to whom it's possible for having an operation done, okay, situations like cataract and things like that, he would perform the operations. But for those people who need advanced medical care, what he would do is he would mobilize funds for these people to go to specialized hospitals and have their operation done. Okay, now to cut the long story short, now this gentleman, right, who works for the poor, who works for the social cause, wants to enroll his daughter into a program in a private college which is of high repute. Okay, so he wants to enroll his daughter in this college. Okay, but apparently this college is for the minorities of one particular sect. But though at large he belongs to the sect, he doesn't come under that specification. Okay, so what did he do? He wanted to meet with the principal and make a requisition. Okay, if it would be possible for them to accept his daughter. Of course, his daughter performed very well and she had very good marks. But the only point was that she did not have that tag that is belonging to this particular denomination. Okay? So this gentleman goes to this college at 6 o'clock in the morning to meet with the principal, gives his visiting card to the principal's assistant, and he waits there from 6 o'clock starting in the morning to 6 o'clock in the evening, 12 hours. Okay, he does this for the next 5 days. So he goes to see the principal on Monday and he continues on waiting like that at least 10 to 12 hours every day, starting from Monday to Friday. You know what's so appalling? The principal never saw him. The principal never wanted to see him. Though he worked among the poor, he helped the poor, he was a social person, he had a cause for the society, he served, he was a doctor, but the principal did not want to see him. Influence. If you were to be an IAS officer, guess what? The principal will come down all the way from his cabin to open the doors for you. You know, that's the hardest truth. So there's no question of why you should join an IAS officer. Why you should become? There's no question of why you should become an IAS officer. As I told you, as Shakespeare said, "Unto thine own self you be truthful, like night follows the day. Then thou shalt not wrong any man." What a beautiful saying. So it is out of personal necessities that you are opting for this position. Remember that. Of course, whatever I'm telling you here, it's for motivating you. Remember that. How to handle the interview, that's a different process. Okay, I'm going to make videos on that. That's a different process. But these videos are meant to motivate you, meant to fire you up. Okay, so that you can go for it with your mind. Okay, this is the first instant. Now, the second illustration I would tell you why influence is very important. I know this guy, right? He works for the railways. Now, he lives with his family, okay? He has, I think he has 3 children. He stays with his family in the railway quarters, okay? Now, there, right, he stays, I think he was stationed at third floor, and right above him, there was a young guy, okay? Whenever 7 o'clock strikes, he used to bring his friends and he used to start his drinking campaign. So while they do that, they used to create great havocs. You know, it wouldn't be possible even for people down below, to even open their textbooks. So what did he do? This gentleman, a simple man, making a request to this guy that he stop doing this or else he will take action. You know what this guy did? He went and gave a complaint against this guy under persecuting the scheduled caste people. Can you? I think under the Indian law there is a new law which bars. There is some clauses. I'm not sure of that, but I'm just giving you what exactly happened. So he was taken to the court of law under this section, persecuting scheduled caste people. Can you imagine? He had a tough time. To come out of it. Influence. Guess what? If you were to be an IAS officer, first of all, you wouldn't even have to experience these issues that 90% of the people are experiencing in India. Number 3, certain times, it becomes imperative for parents to visit the schools and check on their children. Okay? Because given the issues that are going all around the places with regard to these situations in schools, off late, there have been a lot of boards that are being placed on the school entrances that if you were to go around like top cities like Delhi, Mumbai and Chennai, you have some boards, visitors not allowed. If you were to come to the school, you need to get permission from the principal and things like that. Now, this is really funny. You know why it is funny? Parents have the right to go to their children's school and find out what exactly is happening, or at least to do a spot check. But apparently some of these schools which take in fat fees under the name of education treat the parents like worm. They have no say with the child's education. Would you believe that? And this is the funniest part. Now, if you were an IAS officer, no principal would even dare to reprimand you, or I would say to even stop you at the gates or prevent you from entering the schools. You have the liberty and the discretion to enter any school for that matter, to make checks, irrespective whether your child studies in the schools or not. You follow what I'm trying to tell you. So the first-hand scenario, what exactly is happening, because at the end of the day, it's a big service that an individual is doing. So influence. So what I'm trying to tell you here is a very important point. Not only your profile is recognized by the society, but it is undisputed by any other profession or any other person. Okay, there's people give you the respect and the required adorations, the required honor. The moment you ring them, the moment you tell them that you're an IAS officer. So there's no question of people asking, why would you want to be an IAS officer? This is the funniest question that I'm hearing here and there. Okay, so the first 2 videos, if you would have not seen them, just see them. I've clearly given why you should become an IAS officer. Okay, the first 2 reasons. The third reason is influence. Until we see again.